this morning, in a very early morning, we're sitting here at the Grind. It's a Grind in Mission Hill with Tim Tyrell-Smith. And to start off, who is Tim Tyrell-Smith in a minute or less?
Well, great. Sven, thanks for the opportunity to be here and talk to you. I am a marketer, I'm a husband, I'm a father. I live in Mission Viejo, California, and I started out my business career with Carnation Company back in 1989 in a marketing management training program where I got to see every little part of this company and really got to understand how the company interacted with itself, and made for a great start to my career. I started blogging about a year and 4 months ago and have absolutely loved it because I have the opportunity to help people looking for work and get a chance to express myself and really utilize some of these great marketing skills that I've picked up over the years.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, one of the reasons why I definitely wanted to talk to you, and with how I think we got to know each other as well, was your Spin Strategy blog. So just be interested to know what was the inspiration, what you started, what was the the starting point of your project.
Great. Well, I've always been kind of an idea guy, and I had this idea book of 38 ideas, and I'd never done a darn thing with any of them. So during my own job search back in 2007, I decided to take some time and look through all those ideas and pick a few to go after. One of them was this idea of plate spinning as an analogy for job search. But the real reason I started it is because I wanted to give back. After my own job search, I had so many people come out and help me, give me ideas, give me advice and feedback. And so I wanted to find a way to give back. And also it was a chance for me to use marketing skills and ideas that I had in my life. And it has been an incredible experience to give back to people in life.
Yeah, it's definitely a great blog, and I will put it on the video so people can check it out.
Great.
With social media being kind of a hot topic, what is your main social media tool of choice?
Well, the one that's worked most for me in terms of building traffic and building my community has been LinkedIn. I have a LinkedIn group called the Sven Strategy LinkedIn group. I have about 1,700 members of that group, and it has been a fantastic source, not only of great discussion and great opportunity to talk with people, but it's a great way to get exposure for the blog and to get exposure for the things that I'm trying to create in the world. After that, I would go to Facebook, and I have a Facebook fan page that I built. And then after that, I would say Twitter. All of those have allowed me to build a brand new bit of awareness with a lot of people out there who I never would have had a chance to meet.
Perfect, thank you. As I always say, there's no really social media experts, but we definitely are more experienced. So I'd like to ask, what tips or tricks would you give to a social media newbie?
Well, I guess I would say number one is be consistent. If you're going to decide to be out there on a platform, whether it's LinkedIn or Twitter, or start blogging, be consistent. Do it on a regular basis so that people have a sense that you're going to be there and that they can count on you to be there. The other thing I would say is be authentic, because what people hate the most is when someone comes out and has a selfish post or tries to find ways to make it really about them versus about the community. So those are my two things.
Perfect, thank you. One thing I think which 2009 kind of really exposed in my sense is personal branding, which I think a lot of people are getting more aware about, and I think it's just going to get more and more important as we go along. So in that sense, have you defined your brand? And if yes, what is your brand?
I think it's a really great question, and I think a lot of us would like to think that we've got a perfect idea of what our actual personal brand is. And I think for me, it's actually growing and becoming. I would tell you that before last year, I would have said that I'm a consumer packaged goods marketing guy. I love to create new products and build brands, and I still like to do all of those things. But I would tell you that my brand is morphing, and I'm becoming part marketer and part blogger, idea person, helper to the job search community. And so I think that over the next couple of years it will continue to morph, and I will do things on my own to make that happen. And the way people react to me and the way I react to those reactions will allow me to continue to morph this personal brand of mine. But it's about helping people, it's about creating ideas and sharing them with the world, and it's about being a little bit more impulsive and risk-taking than I've been in the past.
Yeah, I think one thing just to add to that is, I think people forget is that personal brand means that you basically move from company to company with your own brand rather than attaching yourself. And it's not like threatening to the company, it's just basically, it's kind of like a financial planner it doesn't matter what company he works for, people see him as that brand. I think that's what people have to learn.
Well, I think that's really important too, because on your resume, when you try to create your positioning statement and try to create a sense of who you are, that sense needs to come across not only on paper, but when you show up for the interview. And you're right, that walks with you and carries with you throughout your career.
Okay, the next question I had is, and this is something, I mean, I know a lot of people, including yourself, who give back a lot to the community, local and far beyond that. So my question would be is, how might other people be able to help you?
Great, and I get this question a lot, which I'm really glad about, because that means that people are listening about how to be a good networker, and that is to share and to give back to other people. You know what I love is if someone's going to recommend my blog to somebody else who needs help in their job search. If they'll come to the blog and make comments on a post that they really liked or something that really moved them. If they will read the ebook that I created, which is 30 Ideas, the Ideas of Successful Job Search, and forward that on to other people, really just share messages that work for them. And it's not just blog content that I create, but if you find a great blog post or a great ebook that's free or something, a great resource, forward that on to somebody else who needs help.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, coming to an end of this early morning. The last question is, what is the best way to connect with you? I mean, there's so many different sources, Twitter, email, Facebook, blog, and I know you use a lot of them, but what's kind of your preferred way of getting in touch with people, or rather say people getting in touch with you?
Well, I think probably email is the best way to do it, and you can do that at tts28@me.com. You can also join the LinkedIn group, and I respond to all the notes that I get there. And if you send me a note, I can send you my phone number. We can get together over the phone, and especially if you have any particular job search questions.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Tim, and I hope you have a good rest of the day.
Thanks, Sven.